Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here with another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season. We are here at Dover, a very fast concrete 1 mile oval. You can almost think of it as Bristol's older cousin. Well, I wouldn't say older in chronological terms, but bigger. So we're starting on the inside here behind Rusty Wallace on the inside of Tony Stewart. Looking for a very good race. Brandon is there. You can see him ducking low in the Texaco Haviland car. I'm here in the #1 Pennzoil Chevy, getting ready to take the green flag here. Getting grip down on the restart is very, very difficult, and here we go. Second gear, the car starts to spin. Right there, the tires start to spin. We get it up in third and fourth gear. On new tires, it's very, very grippy indeed. We can sort of take our time here, let these leaders single file out, or take advantage of Tony Stewart on the high line. Either way works for me. Yeah, Tony will roll out of that. We'll be on the bottom here. We can sort of see them stacking up on the bottom. Once the tires go away, the leaders really start to fall back to us. There's 23 laps left in the tank in this 40-lap race, so it's a one-stop race, and if we were to do the smart thing, if we felt this race would go green, we would cut the race in half, 20 laps and 20 laps, which is the plan right now. However, caution flags and other extenuating circumstances can change that. Looks like Rusty has a good bite off of this corner. On corner entry, as you can see right there, we've got the advantage, but once we can sort of diamond the corner and get to the bottom flat on the gas, Rusty is carrying that speed, and we can't get a fender on him, so we might have to drive the corner entry a little bit more aggressively than normally. Let's see if we can get bite off of this turn. It's not going to happen here. Let's see if we can outbrake him. Just get the fender in there. Under braking, the car wants to wash up, and it's snappy loose. If you get back to the gas too quickly or have too much wheel in at the back end, we'll definitely want to turn around. There's our good buddy Brandon right in front of us. This year we haven't had the opportunity to really run side by side with Brandon much. Either he's in front of me or I'm in front of him. We're rarely side by side or nose to tail on the track, so this may prove to be interesting. For the time being, I'll follow Brandon, see if he can get a run on Ward Burton there in the 22 Caterpillar Pontiac. He might be struggling just a little bit. He's taking that higher lane, which he'll have good drive off the turn. As you can see here, he'll just carry that momentum and keep on our outside, although we do have the inside. We don't want to push too hard. It's not like he's an AI that we can afford to really run into the wall, but we'll clear him here, and we will move up into that spot. Looks like 5th place for us here, and Ward Burton is our next target. We're much faster than them, which I'm pretty happy with. We can make the most out of our tires while we can. There we go. Nice and easy, Mr. Ward. We'll drift up a little bit of a slide job there. We hold on to it, and we've got a little gap in front of us, so we can run our pace and our laps, and we should reel in the leaders, and I'm not too concerned about them for the time being. Lap traffic seems to be a factor. As we continue on through this race, we are definitely much faster than the back markers, so once Dale Jarrett up there gets into traffic, we'll see how he bobs and weaves. All right, Jeff Gordon is our next, and we are catching them bit by bit. You can see them growing larger in the windshield, so we just need to be consistent. We don't need to be pushing too hard. There's still a pit stop left, so this is the moment of the race where we run our pace and see where we stack up around the cars around us. And looks like we're faster than Gordon, Earnhardt, and Jarrett there. So we'll just roll these turns a little better. I'll try the high lane, see if that can get us some bite off the turn, especially if Dale and Dale go at it here. They may come back to us, as you can see right there. Let's see if we can get a fender on Jeff Gordon. Brandon is right there on the back bumper, loosening the car up just a bit. We've got a good run here. We'll take Jeff Gordon on the inside here and start working on that 3 car of Dale Earnhardt. Yeah, we'll clear him there. Yeah, Gordon will lay back, and we'll drive off a little loose there. Holy crap. there is a very fine line between running fast and running loose, that is for sure. And loose is fast and on the edge of out of control, and that's essentially what we're doing here. On any faster, and this rear end would be kicking out on me for sure. Let's see if we can keep this nose pin down. We'll pick up an aero push this close behind Dale. But we'll move under Earnhardt, and knowing Dale, I don't think he's going to roll over here. We're going to have to get good bite on the bottom. We cleared him and set our sights on Jarrett, and I don't think he got off that turn quite well enough. Let's go for the lead here to the bottom. The one car. Brandon's going to follow me through. Jarrett's going to drop back, and indeed, we are going to lead that one. 5 bonus points for the championship, although we do have those wins in our pocket, so it's not going to really count for much, but it's bragging rights for sure. Ouch, car is starting to give up now. We are pretty much 10 laps into the run. We're like 12 laps into the run, so the tires are starting to give up on this 4X tire wear. We'll just be consistent. We'll roll out early. With Brandon right behind us, we don't have to worry about being pressured to make a mistake too much, as he is a smart racer such as I. If that was an AI car behind me, I would really have to watch for them dive bombing, trying to outbrake, trying to just do something stupid. Looks like lap traffic will be a factor here. Oh, nope, no it won't. Yellow flag is out. Pace car is rolling. We have taken the yellow flag. There's a wreck car up there. That's the 10 of Johnny Benson, the Lycos Pontiac, passing the 75 there, and Jeremy Mayfield with heavy front-end damage. So this is where we're going to be settling in. Oh, Brandon didn't think we took the yellow yet. Came out just before us there. So the 75 will go on around. It looks like the 12 and the 10 may be done for the day. But pit road is now open. This is the time to come. It would be absolutely stupid not to. 2,500 in second gear. Got to make sure not to beat the pace car to pit road timing line. And we are pitting right in front of Tony Stewart. So we'll be looking for the Home Depot War Wagon on the left. Now, since Brandon out-qualified me, he's further up down pit road. So I'm going to move to the left and let him get to his spot. There's my crew guys on the wall. Here we come. 4 tires and fill up the tank, boys. Oh, and I was a little short. Just dropped the clutch. There we go. A little bit of driver error on my part. I'm not going to lie. I stopped a little bit too short there. But we are ready to leave. Wheel crank to the right. We're in first gear. As soon as the jack drops, we are gone. Looks like 4 tires is the call for everyone. And they're not letting me go. Fixing that damage, apparently. So Ward Burton will beat us out. Looks like Tony Stewart also on our right side. But well, we won't come off pit road as high up as we were for sure, but we've got the damage taken care of and 4 tires and a restart to go, so I will see you then. Coming back to the green now, we are on the outside groove with 4 fresh tires. Dale Jarrett is the leader up there, and he's got cars on the tail end of the lead lap right in front of him. This is where the wave around rule would come in handy for sure, but no such luck for us. Let's make sure we get the power down nice and easy. Green flag is out. A decent kind of start. I didn't spin the rear tires too much. We're keeping the car under us into 4th gear, and let's let these tires work. The leaders are obviously going to have a rough time dealing with lap traffic. We can catch a big run here on the 20, and we're sort of boxed in here behind the 22 Caterpillar Pontiac of Ward Burton. Under the 14, Gordon out of shape. Wow, how did Jeff Gordon save that car? Under the 4, wow, and Tony Stewart with a big run on the outside. I had no clue he was even coming. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Ow! What in the world? Mark Martin with the body slam up in the wall. Well, that's going to set us back. I don't think the car is damaged too much, but we got to settle in and start picking these guys off one at a... Oh, John Andretti. John Andretti coming to pit road. These other cars are coming to pit road too. Kenseth and Newman get into it. Oh man, I need to get out of this hornet's nest as soon as possible. Elliott Sadler up top in the 21, 3 wide at Dover. And this is just a terrible spot for me to be in. I need to get gone now, like yesterday. Get back, Ryan. All right, Newman will drop back. Looks like Junior's cleared, so if I can just nuzzle up to Dale Jr., I can clear Newman. All right, now back single file. That was a mess of epic proportion, and I hope Mark Martin is happy. He just drove to the inside of us and just forced us up the racetrack. We lost a lot of spots there. We got to pick them off one at a time again. The rookies, Dale Jr. Oh, a little contact with Jr. He's fighting back on the high side. Is it just me, or are they driving a whole lot harder now that the caution has come out? It's like they've lost their minds. Maybe it's those 4 new tires. Car's a little loose there. Can't really get back to power. I need to catch Kenseth, and it feels like I'm going faster, but I cannot catch this guy. Let's calm down and be nice and gentle on the throttle. Just go one car at a time. We're still in the top 10. We still have those laps led, and there's that big gaggle of cars right in front of us. I mean, there's no reason why we can't make this up with 17 laps to go. Let's get a good run under Kenseth. See if we can outbrake him into turn 3. We can indeed. And then we've got this big group of cars going 3 wide. You can't really do that here, but they've made it work. And do I spy Mark Martin in the middle of that? Of course I do. There's that Cartoon Network 75 car. Looks like we'll clear him okay. The 32 down there, Scott Pruitt, is coming off of pit road. Unfortunately, it looks like these cars decided to stay out during the caution and not come in, and that threw off the whole pit strategy, and they're going multiple laps down here. We'll follow Mark Martin through. And sorry, Mark, but it wouldn't agitate me a bit if I just sort of got into you a little bit and pushed you up the track. We'll see if we can get by Mark here. I don't think he'll put up too much of a fight, but you've seen what he did earlier. Sorry, Mark. Turnabout's fair play. Up the track he'll go, and we will clear him to settle in there. Come across the line in 6th place. And it still feels like we've got a legitimate shot here. It looks like the cars in front of me are all for position. Jeff Gordon is the next one, and Tony Stewart right in front of him. That's 2 spots we can make up here. Under the 24 now, Gordon will be stuck behind the 4 car of Bobby Hamilton. So let's follow Stewart on through. I think Hamilton will slow up, and Jeff will not be able to get around him. Jeff will probably drop down to the bottom to get around and really start put pressure on us unless we can get around Tony Stewart and use him as a buffer. Yeah, we're much better on turn entry than Tony. He's really coming back. Let's try this high lane. We get a fender on him. Ow, but we can't wash up like that. Let's try to set our sights back on Tony here. Let's try the high lane once more. Drifting up, we've got that second group. Cars are way loose, and Jeff Gordon is right there. He's looking to the inside. Holy crap, he is really not letting me go. He's fighting a whole lot harder than early in the race for sure. But we've got good bite now. Oh, side by side across the line there, and Gordon is still inside. Let's make this high lane work as best we can. He's got me on corner entry. We'll clear him a little bit there, drive off, and let's focus back on Stewart, shall we? Gordon was never supposed to be a part of this battle. All right, let's roll to the bottom. We definitely got Tony beat on... Wow, someone's in the dirt. I have no idea what's going on there. Will the caution come out? That's essentially what I would need with 10 to go to get caught back up with the leaders. Blown engine down there at the bottom. Let's go under Tony as we can. And that engine is going to be trying to see through Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt with an engine failure coming down pit road. That's got to be big, but this is the chase, and Earnhardt's got 2 wins in the bank already, so a bad day for Dale isn't exactly a season ender. Outside of the 43 now, we'll get good bite around John Andretti. And there we go, we've cleared him. He may work down to the bottom, but I don't believe that he'll have the speed to do such things as these. The laps are ticking down though, and we've only got a little bit more to go. Looks like Ward Burton is in front of us, and I know we're faster than Ward. We've got to be faster than Ward. We're in 4th place now. We've run some pretty fast laps alone now, and we just need to keep that going and hope that the leaders are caught in lap traffic about now. That would certainly be nice. But laps are ticking by, flying by at 25 seconds a lap. This race will be over before we know it. We're in 4th now, and we need to get everything we can out of it, so Ward Burton will be for 3rd, and I think the car in front of him is actually 1 lap down, so Ward Burton is our first goal. Then after that, we'll see what happens. Good run here. So Ward's tires may be fading away. Yeah, we'll pass Ward there. And yeah, Dave Marcus is a lap down. That is not for position. Hopefully Dave doesn't give us a bad time of it. Looks like he's going to try to run the high lane, but I want that high lane to get the bite, especially since Dave might not have corner exit. There we go, fender on him, and around we go, around the outside. And 5 laps to go now. So just 5 miles of racing left. We are now in 2nd. We are in 2nd. Brandon is leading us by over 5 seconds. So it seems like the AI did not plan their pit strategy that well. We're 13 seconds ahead of Ward Burton. So it looks like Ward even pitted. So here are our options with 4 laps to go. Either Brandon runs out of fuel, Brandon crashes, or we finish in 2nd, or we run out of fuel. I mean, a lot of things can happen, but if a yellow flag came out now, there would not be overtime. We would just be behind Brandon. The race would finish under yellow, and that wouldn't be fun now, would it? Let's not be too crazy around these cars. The car's starting to push just a little bit, so I don't know if Skinner can be passed in these 3 laps. Cars are coming off pit road there, and I don't want them to be in the middle of all this mess. Let's try to get around him. Sterling Marlin down there. Let's try to focus on these cars. They have fresh tires, so they should be faster than us. We could ride here and see if Brandon's close on fuel, but he pitted at the same time I did, so if he's going to run out, I'm going to run out, which is not good for anybody. All right, Skinner will take that position from Jerry Nadeau, and that 25 will follow Skinner on through. Skinner does look fast, but we're passing Jerry, who just came off pit road. Drive your car, Jerry Nadeau. All right, so we haven't really caught up to Brandon. Still a 5-second gap between us and him. He's just taken the white flag there. White flag is in the air. Last lap at Dover. Let's just mainly bring it home and capitalize on any mistakes that may happen. I mean, Dover's slick, worn tires, he may spin, but we're certainly not going to catch that group in front of us. This is where we're going to be, so unless something catastrophic is going to happen right now, this race is over. Now, he just took the checkered flag there. We're going to come around behind this group for 2nd place, and that's it. We are the only 2 on the lead lap at Dover. I think the AI needs to step their game up. Their crew chiefs have let them down today. Why did they do 2 pits? Anyway, Dale Jarrett was in 3rd. Jeff Gordon was there in 4th, and the others. But this is going to be pretty big for poor Johnny Benson, finishing dead last like that. Getting involved in a wreck with Jeremy Mayfield in the 75, that's going to be detrimental, as he was in the top 20 trying to hold on to a chase hope. But we're 1 quarter through the season now, and with, you know, a quarter of that is gone due to the chase. So Johnny Benson's essentially a third, or, you know, a third through his season, and he's got a lot of work to do. All right, let's park the car up here, see what brought out that yellow. I'm fascinated to see where Johnny Benson got in trouble. There's Brandon doing his victory celebration on the front stretch. That is his 4th win of the year, and his right side is pretty scraped up there, as you can see. But let's get back to the yellow flag and when the yellow flag came out here. Let's see, Brandon and I were running pretty much nose to tail when that came out. There was pit stops. The yellow flag was out there. So let's play from here and see if it occurred on this lap. Yeah, I look pretty stable leading this race. This is where the caution should have came out. I think when we get back to the front stretch, the caution will come out. But we were gapping them. Like, we had a legitimate gap going there, and that would have been a pretty good race had things not transpired the way they did. And unfortunately, yeah, there was a yellow. As soon as I crossed the line, that yellow flag came out. So let's move forward through the field for Johnny Benson. Yeah, there's car parts on the road. There we go. Let's see what happened to old Johnny. Oh, Johnny blew up running 12th. That's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, Johnny Benson blows up, and Jeremy Mayfield will get into the 10 and into the 75 and just cause sort of a small crash, a chain reaction. And the self-cleaning track at Dover made sure that they got off the track accordingly. But let's take a look at the championship standings as they are now. Brandon has 4 wins this year over Earnhardt, myself, Gordon, and Stewart with 2, Dale Jarrett with 1. Jeff Burton, Ward, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin have checked out. They are more than 1 race ahead, and Rusty's right on that cusp of being 1 race ahead. But Matt Kenseth overtakes Dale Jr. for the 15th spot, and the big mover, Brett Bodine, is now in 20th, and poor Johnny Benson is nowhere to be found. So pretty big points day as far as the chase is concerned and making the chase bubble. I mean, 3 cars within 10 points, you know, that's going to be tight, especially if Ryan Newman and Nadu have a couple good races. But that is going to do it for me in this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the tricky triangle of Pocono. Take care.